Welcome back to Disbar Crooked Lawyers, where we dissect the antics of the legal profession like a surgical procedure gone wrong. Today, we're diving into the insidious world of strategic questioning. You might think asking a lawyer questions is like playing chess with a pigeon. Yeah, it's messy, and the pigeon just knocks over all the pieces. But with the right tactics, you can expose their dishonesty and make them wish they had never crossed you. In this video, we'll explore how to ask the right questions to unearth inconsistencies in their stories, from leveraging their own past statements to keeping a cool head while they try to squirm out of your grasp. We've got you covered. So grab your notepad because it's time to turn the tables on those silver-tongued devils pieces of fucking shit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those lucky enough to never have to deal with a crooked lawyer. Today, let's take a deep dive into the murky waters of lawyerly lies and deceit. We've all met the type, the slick back hair, the fake sincerity, and the smile that says, I charge by the minute. But fear not, because today you'll learn how to make them squirm with the power of questions. Yes, that's right. The one thing crooked lawyers hate more than accountability is you catching them in their web of their own lies and fucking contradictions. So grab your popcorns, a cold drink, smoke a bowl if that's your thing, and buckle up for this fun-filled adventure of exposing legal mischief. But we show you how to outsmart the so-called legal experts with the right set of questions. Think of it as lawyer checkmate. Now sit back and watch as we unravel the threads of their dishonesty and bullshit.
When dealing with crooked lawyers, the first step is to set up a solid database to store all relevant information. This means gathering every document, email, and note related to your case. Organize it chronologically and by topic. This will not only help you keep track of everything, but also provide a clear picture of the situation when you need to present your case. Once you have your database ready, it's time to leverage ChatGPT. This powerful tool can assist you in identifying potential legal violations. You can input specific scenarios or behaviors exhibited by the lawyer and ask ChatGPT to analyze them against legal standards. This can help you pinpoint where the lawyer may have crossed ethical lines or violated the law. Next, prepare yourself for a confrontation. This is a critical step. You need to be armed with facts and evidence. Use ChatGPT to help you craft a list of questions that can expose inconsistencies in the lawyer's statements. Think about the key issues at hand and formulate questions that require detailed answers. The goal here is to catch them off guard and reveal any dishonesty. Now, let's talk about creating a bar complaint. This is where ChatGPT can be incredibly useful. You can ask it to help draft your complaint by providing it with the details of your case and the specific violations you've identified. It can guide you on how to structure your complaint effectively, ensuring that you include all necessary information and present it in a clear, concise manner. As you prepare to submit your complaint, pay attention to the final steps. Make sure you have all your documentation in order and that your complaint is polished. Double-check for any errors or omissions. It's also wise to keep copies of everything you submit, just in case you need to reference them later. Finally, remember that this process can be daunting, but it's crucial to hold lawyers accountable for their actions. Using these strategies not only empowers you, but also contributes to a fair legal system. Engage with the process, stay organized, and don't hesitate to seek help when needed. Your voice matters, and with the right tools and preparation, you can make a significant impact.
Wasn't that satisfying? Watching a lawyer dodge and weave through their own lies like a bad traffic jam. But let's be real. When you start asking the right questions, it's amazing how quickly those crooked legal pros crumble. Remember, folks, exposing a dishonest lawyer is like peeling an onion. Layer after layer, tier after tier. Mostly theirs. So next time you find yourself sitting across from a shady, slimy attorney, you know what to do. Keep it cool, stick to the facts, and watch them squirm under the pressure. And if they get too slippery, well, that's what murder complaints are for, right? So let's take a closer look at the important topics you'll need to understand to disbar your crooked lawyer. Number one, you need to master the art of strategic questioning. The key to exposing dishonest lawyers is asking the right questions. Knowledge of your case facts is essential here, and that fact file is essential as well. It allows you to run it through ChatGPT and frame questions that reveal inconsistencies. Open-ended questions are a valuable tool in getting the lawyer to provide more information than they intended to. Just ask ChatGPT, please give me a list of open-ended questions to ask my lawyer about whatever your topic is. ChatGPT will spit out a nice list of questions for you to ask your lawyer. But don't stop there when you do this process. Now that these questions are in ChatGPT memory, ask ChatGPT to simulate the lawyer's response to those questions. And there you go. Simulated responses to the questions before you even ask them. But don't stop there. Go one step further and ask ChatGPT to provide you a list of follow-up questions to the simulated responses. Now you have another list of questions for follow-up. So before you even ask your crooked little lawyer any of these questions designed to entrap them, you already have an idea what the responses will probably be, and you already have a list of follow-up questions for those responses before you even ask them. How cool is that? So with that said, watch this video.
Mastering the art of strategic questioning can be your secret weapon in exposing dishonest lawyers. It all starts with knowing your case inside and out. When you understand the facts, you can frame questions that uncover inconsistencies in their statements. Instead of asking, "Did you file the documents on time?" Try, "Can you walk me through the timeline of when you filed the documents?" This open-ended approach encourages them to share more than they intended, often revealing crucial details. Remember, the right questions can turn the tide in your favor, making it essential to engage thoughtfully and strategically. Your ability to ask the right questions not only clarifies the truth, but also empowers you in the legal process.
Now, number 2, leveraging past statements that they made. If a lawyer has made previous claims, use them to your advantage by requesting further clarification or expansion on that question. This forces them to recall details, which increases the likelihood of contradictions or lies. A solid follow-up might be, what specific details can you recall from that meeting? This approach tests their consistency and memory. With that said, watch this video.
When preparing for a legal deposition, one powerful strategy is to leverage past statements made by the opposing lawyer. If they've made claims in previous discussions, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. For example, you might say, "What specific details can you recall from that meeting?" This not only puts them on the spot, but also forces them to dig into their memory. The more they talk, the higher the chance of inconsistencies emerging. Remember, details matter. A slight variation in their account can reveal contradictions that could be crucial to your case. So, keep your questions focused and let their own words work against them. This technique can be a game changer in establishing credibility and exposing weaknesses in their testimony. When preparing for a legal deposition, one powerful strategy is to leverage past statements made by the opposing lawyer. If they've made claims in previous discussions, don't hesitate to ask for clarification.
Now, the third thing in your arsenal is yes or no questions for facts. When you need direct answers, grounding yes or no questions in hard facts can trap them in their own words. Straightforward questions like, was that contract signed on June 1st? Limit their ability to deflect, making vague or evasive answers, which is a red flag for dishonesty. With that being said, watch this video.
When it comes to getting clear answers in business, yes, no questions can be your best friend. Imagine asking, was the contract signed on June 1st? This kind of straightforward question leaves little room for ambiguity. If the answer is vague or evasive, it's a red flag for dishonesty. People often try to sidestep direct questions, but grounding your inquiries in hard facts forces them to confront the truth. It's a powerful technique that not only clarifies the situation, but also holds individuals accountable for their words. So the next time you need a direct answer, remember, simplicity can be your strongest ally in navigating complex conversations.
You want to number 4, you want to expose their inconsistencies. Pointing out discrepancies is a powerful strategy. For instance, if a lawyer shifts their narrative, highlight the inconsistency. Earlier you mentioned the client was informed on July 5th, but now you're saying it was July 10th? Can you explain that? This strategy puts them in a difficult position, forcing them to justify their conflicting statements. With that being said, watch this video.
Pointing out inconsistencies can be a game changer in any legal scenario. Imagine a lawyer on the stand confidently stating that their client was informed on July 5th, but then just moments later, they switch gears and claim it was July 10th. This is where the magic happens. You can step in and say, hold on a second. Earlier you mentioned July 5th, but now it's July 10th. Can you explain that discrepancy? This tactic not only puts the lawyer on the defensive, but also forces them to justify their conflicting statements. It's a powerful strategy that can unravel their credibility and shift the entire narrative. Inconsistencies reveal the cracks in their story, making it a crucial tool for anyone navigating the legal landscape.
Now, next up, number 5, using timelines to pin down facts. Using timelines effectively can be a game changer when confronting dishonest, crooked lawyers. By creating a visual timeline of events related to your case, you can clearly map out the critical dates and actions. This visual representation allows you to see the sequence of events at a glance, making it easier to spot inconsistencies in the lawyer's narrative. When you ask a lawyer to align their statements with your timeline, you can challenge them directly. Smart move, right? For example, if they claim an action occurred on a specific date, but your timeline indicates otherwise, you can expose contradictions that undermine their credibility. They'll do it to you, do it to them. This method not only highlights discrepancies, but also demonstrates your thorough preparation, putting additional pressure on the crooked lawyer to provide truthful answers. And the ones that I've met wasn't even capable of doing any of that stuff. So with that being said, take a look at this video.
Using timelines effectively can be a game changer when dealing with dishonest lawyers. Picture this. You create a visual timeline of all the events in your case. Suddenly, you have a clear map of critical dates and actions right in front of you. This visual representation allows you to see the sequence of events at a glance, making it much easier to spot inconsistencies in the lawyer's narrative. When you confront the lawyer, you can ask them to align their statements with your timeline. This not only challenges their claims directly, but also puts the onus on them to explain any discrepancies. A timeline empowers you to take control of your case, ensuring that you're not just a passive participant, but an informed advocate for yourself. In the world of legal battles, clarity is your best ally.
Now, number 6, while you're going through all this, you have to maintain a calm and strategic approach. It is essential to remain calm and non-confrontational throughout the entire questioning process. Sometimes that's hard to do, especially with some of these scoundrels that just slithered out from underneath a rock to come out and see what they can do to you today. A composed demeanor makes it harder for a dishonest, crooked lawyer to justify their evasions and prevent them from becoming defensive. So try to think ahead there. And with that being said, take a look at this video.
Maintaining a calm and strategic approach during legal questioning is crucial. When faced with challenging inquiries, it's vital to keep your composure. A calm demeanor not only reflects confidence, but also makes it difficult for an evasive lawyer to sidestep the truth. If you remain non-confrontational, you disarm any potential defensiveness. Remember, the goal is clarity, not conflict. By staying focused and collected, you can guide the conversation, ensuring that the key issues are addressed. This strategy not only enhances your credibility, but also strengthens your position in the proceedings. In the high-stakes world of law, your calmness can be your greatest asset. Maintaining a calm and strategic approach during legal questioning is crucial. When faced with challenging inquiries, it's vital to keep your composure. A calm demeanor not only reflects confidence, but also makes it difficult for an evasive lawyer to sidestep the truth.
So, number 7, requesting written clarification. Requesting a written response to unclear answers holds the lawyer accountable and creates a documented record. This can be later referenced if new contradictions emerge. Think smarter with these issues, not harder as the saying goes. That being said, take a look at this.
When navigating the complexities of legal advice, clarity is essential. If you receive an answer that leaves you scratching your head, don't hesitate to request written clarification. This isn't just about getting a clearer picture, it holds your lawyer accountable. A documented response can serve as a crucial reference point if contradictions arise later. Think of it as building your own safety net. By asking for clarity in writing, you're not just being diligent, you're empowering yourself. Remember, it's your case, your future. So, when in doubt, ask for that written response. It's a smart move that can save you from potential pitfalls down the line.
Now, ready. Prepare follow-up questions. Always anticipate how a lawyer might respond and have follow-up questions ready. Keeping the pressure on with well-thought-out questions ensures that you stay in control of the exchange. Use ChatGPT to simulate a lawyer's response and then follow-up questions to the simulations. Stay one step ahead of these bastards.
When preparing for legal consultation, it's crucial to anticipate how a lawyer might respond. Think ahead. What questions will they dodge? What angles will they take? Have your follow-up questions ready to keep the pressure on. If they say, "That's not how the law works," don't just nod. Ask, "Can you clarify which statute supports that?" If they mention a potential outcome, follow up with, "What evidence would lead to that conclusion?" This isn't just about getting answers. It's about staying in control. Remember, a well-prepared individual can outmaneuver even the shrewdest lawyer. Stay one step ahead, and don't let them steer the conversation. Your case deserves clarity, and you have the power to demand it.
And remember, using their own words against them. If a lawyer contradicts their earlier statements, use their own words against them. This is all the point of doing this. Keep everything in a big fact file, and then have ChatGPT go over it and ask questions, find violations, find this, find that, ask what tone of voice they have, ask what ChatGPT thinks of it, that they mean by this conversation. It's very good at doing this, and why it's very good at analyzing this shit. If it says something like, you previously stated you have no communication with the client. You claim to have advised them on multiple occasions. Can you clarify this contradiction? This is a highly effective way to dismantle their credibility right in front of them.
In legal disputes, one of the most powerful strategies is to use a lawyer's own words against them. Imagine this scenario. A lawyer previously claimed they had no communication with their client. Then suddenly, they assert they've advised the client multiple times. This contradiction is a goldmine. By highlighting this inconsistency, you not only challenge their credibility, but also cast doubt on their entire case. It's crucial to stay calm and focused. Ask them directly, "Can you clarify this contradiction?" This approach not only exposes their inconsistencies, but also puts them on the defensive. Remember, in the courtroom, clarity and confidence are your best allies. In legal disputes, one of the most powerful strategies is to use a lawyer's own words against them. Imagine this scenario. A lawyer previously claimed they had no communication with their client.
And this brings us to last but not least, number 10, strategic interactions with your crooked lawyer. If you got to go meet him in person, record audio on your phone or record video with your camera glasses. The audio needs to be good quality for transcribing. Keep that in mind. Test your devices out before you go interact with your crooked lawyer. If you're going to contact them by phone, use an app on your phone or whatever you have to record the phone calls so you can make clear transcriptions out of them. And then you have ChatGPT analyze them for any violations. By email, format a document like the following to record all email exchanges. You have one line that says my email, put your email underneath it. On the next line, have my crooked lawyer's response, put their email underneath it. Put your email underneath that one, and so on, until you have a document. You save the emails in a file, however long it is, up to 50 pages, and upload it to ChatGPT for analysis. Now you can ask ChatGPT to examine the tone of voice. What do you think they meant about this? Or is there any bar violations in this? Do you see any constitutional violations? If so, give me an example bar complaint. Oh, there it is, bang. An example bar complaint on what you just fed it. And if you're going to send it to the state bar, you could ask for a follow-up letter, because the bar is going to reject your complaint, first of all, in about 2 weeks. So you want to have that letter already prepared to send to them the day that they send you the rejection email. So yes, I want you to continue this. So I have ChatGPT draft a follow-up email for your bar complaint. Stay one step ahead, not one step behind.
When dealing with a crooked lawyer, documentation is your best ally. If you're meeting in person, use your phone to record audio. Just make sure the quality is clear for transcription later. Alternatively, consider camera glasses for video. They can capture the interaction discreetly. For phone conversations, download an app that records calls automatically. This way, you won't miss any crucial details. And don't forget email exchanges. Keep a detailed log. Format it like this: your email, their response, your email, their response. Save all correspondence in a dedicated file. This organized approach not only protects you, but also provides a solid foundation for any future legal actions. Remember, the more evidence you gather, the stronger your position becomes. Stay vigilant and document everything. When dealing with a crooked lawyer, documentation is your best ally. If you're meeting in person, use your phone to record audio. Just make sure the quality is clear for transcription later. Alternatively, consider camera glasses for video. They can capture the interaction discreetly.
Well, that's it, folks. You've just taken a master class in the fine art of exposing crooked lawyers. Remember, knowledge is power, and with these strategies, you're now equipped to navigate the murky waters of legal dealings like a pro. If you think you're going to get away with lying to someone who knows the rules of the game, think again. This isn't your average courtroom drama. If you found these tips helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on how to keep those crooked lawyers honest, if you can possibly do that, or at least make them squirm. Until next time, keep questioning everything, stay calm, and remember, in a world of law, the truth is out there, just waiting for the right questions to bring it to light. And remember, justice starts with accountability. Disbar crooked lawyers. Over and out.